So this is a short video to help you reference in Microsoft Word. So by now you should all know how important it is to reference your work, explaining where you got your thoughts and ideas from. So if you've, particularly if you've quoted directly from a website, so you've literally cut and pasted in somebody else's work from a book or a website, a direct quote, even if you're just summarizing the theory that you read about or heard discussed in class, you must quote it. If you're discussing anybody else's opinion, you're going to reference it. So how do you know when you should reference? If it's a quote, cite it and place double quotation marks around the text. So showing this is word for word as you found it. Is it a paraphrase? Have you put it into your own words? Yes, you still need to cite and say where you got it from. Is it somebody else's idea or theory? Yes, then you must cite it. But if it's your own thoughts and opinions or common knowledge, like the sky is blue, even if you had to look that up to find some information about that, you wouldn't have to cite it. So we're going to practice doing referencing using Microsoft Word. So I'm going to open a new document here. And let's say I was doing a project on tourism and I wanted to get some information about tourism jobs, for instance. So I can see here 240,000 jobs were created in Ireland in 2017, and that's a statistic that I would like to use. So I'm going to put that into my Word document. According to Fáilte Ireland, 240,000 jobs were created in Ireland in tourism in 2017. Now you see there that I have put that, paraphrased it, put it into my own words. So I don't need to put it in inverted commas. However, I do need to show where I got that statistic from. I've mentioned Fáilte Ireland here, but I need to be a bit more specific, and sometimes you may not have mentioned it, so you need to show where you got it from. So Microsoft makes that very easy for us with its referencing tool. So if we go up to the top of the page and find the section on references, and in here you've got a section on citations and bibliography. Make sure that the style selected is Harvard, because that is the style that we use in Sallynoggin College, even though there are other styles available. So you're going to select Harvard, and then you're going to go to Insert Citation. So this is where we want to put in a new citation. Click on the little arrow there. We're going to add a new source, so we're going to put in new information there. It'll ask you what type of source is it. So you may have used a book, but in this case we've used a website. So we're going to go down until we find the website. Then we have to put in the author. So go back to your document here, and you can see the author here, Fáilte Ireland, is mentioned. Let's go down to the bottom of the page. Often there's information there as well. Is there any other information there? No, it's still just Fáilte Ireland. So I'm going to put the author in as Fáilte Ireland. And I can also see that the title of it is a snapshot of key profiles of key markets travel profiles. So I'm going to copy that, Control C. I'm going to go back into my Word document. I'm going to put the author in as Fáilte Ireland. Now, Word is reading this now as somebody's name, Mr. Fáilte Ireland or whatever. I need to let it know that this is a company. So click Corporate Author. The name of the web page I copied was Travel Profiles. Sorry, back in there. Didn't copy a snapshot of key markets, so I'm going to copy that as well and put it into the title. Then let's go back and see if we can find a date here. So there's no date at the top. Let's go scroll down to the bottom. And in actual fact, there is a date here. So it was a survey done in 2017. Now you may find that there is no date, in which case you can just leave that blank. But here I have a date, so I'm going to say 2017. Now this is really important. You're going to put in when you personally found this information and accessed it, because websites can be updated and changed. So it may look different in another few weeks. So I'm going to put in today's date, 2019. September is the month. And you can see down here it gives you an example of how you should be entering this. And the date, the 21st. And finally you have to put in the URL, which is the website address. So back to the website, click on, just one click there will highlight the whole thing. I'm going to do Control C to copy that. I'm back in here to my Word document, Control V to paste, and then I'm going to click OK. So you'll see straight away that it's showing that this information came from Fáilte Ireland and was published in 2017. So as we're going through our document, every time we look something up or every time we go to a website, we should include that information into our project. And if we do it as we're going along, it makes it much easier. So if I want to put in another one, again, I go up to Insert Citations, I click Add a new source, or if I'm taking more information from that same source, that information is already there and I can just click on that. Once, actually, one more thing, if we look at Manage Sources as well, so if I've made an error and I want to correct it, if I click on Manage Sources, it'll show the one that I've used there now. I can edit that and make any changes that I need. And it also shows how it will look in the bibliography. So if I close that, so that's finally the last thing that you do. When you've all your references put in, you can click on Bibliography. I'm going to choose this first option here. And we can see how that will look. So if we've put in 20, 30 citations in our document, Word will automatically put them in alphabetical order. So it looks very professional. And then we can also, if we want to at any stage, if we add in extra citations, if we click on the bibliography, we can update it and it will update the bibliography, adding in your new citations.